Hello and welcome into beautiful Antigonish, Nova Scotia, inside the Antigonish Arena for this presentation of U15 Major Bantam Hockey between the hometown Novas and the visiting Harbour Rage. My name is Ryan McDonald. On behalf of all High Bun Sports, I'd like to thank you for choosing to spend your Saturday evening with us here. The Novas have made this rink hard to play in so far this year, sporting a record of a lot of wins and 2 losses, both losses coming in overtime. One to the first place Gauls, one place to the Bombers, which the Novas share a share of second place with in the standings at the moment. Rage looking to change that story here today, get a win in the first of 2 games between the Rage and the Novas in Antigonish. Second one coming in 2 weeks from today. As the Zamboni drives off here, we're just about underway, and we'll step away for a moment and come back for the national anthem and the reading of the starting lineups. Don't go anywhere.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
Both teams taking the ice now. Welcome back. We'll step away for the PA announcer here. we are ready for some hockey here in the Antigonish Arena. Starting in goal for the hometown Novas, it's 29 Landon Wilson. And over for the visiting Rage, number 33 Callum Hartland. Two very good goaltenders in this league. Should be a good show for you today. Once again, thank you for joining us this afternoon. And there's one thing left to do, and it's drop the puck. Both teams making some noise. Puck's dropped, one back by the Novas. It's chipped up, going to be taken by Carroll in his own zone. His pass intercepted, shot in a big early test there for Harlan. He pads it away. Rage looking to move it up. Working into the zone, leaves it up for Crawford. Crawford, it's knocked off his stick. Goes into the corner. McIsaac picks it up for the Novas. He tries to throw it out in front. Carroll gets it at the blue line. His pass, nobody there, intercepted by the Novas. Working in is Duggan. Duggan, pass to McDonnell, intercepted. Rage looking to go the other way. It's chipped up. Arsenault can't handle it. Peoples has it in the zone. Peoples, one-on-one with Carroll. And Carroll goes into the net, and there's going to be a stoppage in play. So it looked like Carroll lost an edge there and went straight into Harlan. Getting our first whistle of the game. Just 50 seconds in. Puck drop again, this time won by the Rage, pardon. Behind their own net, reverses, makes a man miss. Working their way up. In their own zone with some speed. Centering pass just goes into the skates. McMullen will be there, and he gets stripped of the puck. There's a battle for it. Goes up to the boards. All alone. Backhand shot. Turned away by Wilson. Gets to the point. Turn around. Dump right back in. Novas pick it up. Sampson. Asher Sampson working in. He's forced wide. Works behind the net. Wraparound attempts. Turned away by Hartland. Puck still up for grabs behind the net. Norris throws it out. Does get out of the zone. Nova's going to have to retreat. Gillis fans on the attempt, but puck's picked up by McDonald and skated out of harm's way. Looking into the neutral zone. Tries to make a move in the Rage zone. That's taken away, and there's going to be a whistle. As the player's down and all the way back in the Nova zone. So we'll get another stoppage in play here. As he gets off the ice here, we're ready to resume action. Puck's dropped. One back by the Novas, chipped up. Lincoln McDonald loses it. McPhee has it for the Rage. He just chips it into the corner. He's going to chase after it. He gets knocked off the puck. Romard tries to get it out around. Crawford will have it for Novas. His clearing attempts blocked, so the Novas going to have to retreat back behind their own net. Lincoln McDonald with it alongside the wall. McPhee battling for it with him there. Donaldson comes out with it. He just chips it into the corner. Frazier's going to go chase after it. He chips it up off the glass, and here's the break for the Novas. Work it in. Shot, scores! Crawford makes it 1-0. Great pass there by Frazier. And the Novas open to scoring. Just over 2.5 minutes into this period. Crawford all alone, made no mistake. So we'll get right back underway. Puck drop. One forward by the Rage. Working their way in. McMullen steals the puck. He's working behind his own net. Throws it up to Gillis. Gillis back to McMullen. McMullen just chips it up. Dyker's giving chase. Out of his reach. The Rage looking for it. Center and pass. Could be handled. Backhanded shot just goes wide. Chipped up. White keeps it in. Bouncing up around in front of the net. Carroll takes a whack at it. It's another whack. Goes behind the net. Gillis going to have it for the Novas on the half wall. Carroll just throws that into the corner. Battling for it. Wraps around. Lewis keeps it in on the other side. He chips it up and out of play, so there will be another stoppage in play. Face-off will be to the left of Wilson here in the Nova zone. Both. McDonnell has it. McDonnell working up. His shoots it from the neutral zone, and that's saved and held onto by Hartland. It might be the easiest save he gets to make here tonight. So that was just a dump in from the neutral zone. Draw off one back by the Novas. McDonald with the shot. Another save by Hartland, and he holds on again. That was a rocket there from the point from McDonald. Dropped again, one back to McDonald again. He chips it all alongside the boards, gets it in. Back to McDonald at the point. His partner pass just escapes, and Frazier just dumps it right back in. Novas will have to exit the zone. Rage has a chance here, but it wraps around. McDonnell gets there. McIsaac has it in the corner. He gets taken down. Rage looks to move it out. Crawford has it. Pass it over to Pierce. Pierce just dumps it in, hits some shin pads, goes into the corner. McDonald and Crawford fighting for it. Goes behind the net. Passed up. Puck escapes. Arsenault just chips it back in. McDonald will have it. Over to Frazier. Frazier tries to pass to Duggan there. Pierce knocked it down, but it's dumped right into the Rage zone behind the net. Novas will get a change here. Rage looking to come out. Couple moves in the neutral zone, but puck gets knocked off his stick. Novas look for it. Baldwin knocks it right back in. Wilson out behind his net to play it. He leaves it for McMullen, who can only chip it. Austin has it. Austin working. Swarm of purple jerseys around him. He just elects to dump it in. Peoples has it upon the net. He gets hit, but gets all the way back to the point. McMullen, the captain, his shot. Hits a stick or two and goes wide. Centering pass, no one there. Sampson with some speed behind the net. Looking for somebody. Sampson goes back to the point. McMullen's shot. Hit a body in front, didn't get through. Baldwin will chip it up for White. White can't get it out. Baldwin again. He just throws it out, and that'll go all the way down to the Nova zone. No icing. Icing waved off. Purcell will just throw it back to McMullen behind the net. McMullen up to Sampson. Asher Sampson. He's working in. Sampson forced out wide. Look for help. Shot! Crossbar and out of play. Sharp angle shot. Beat everyone but the post. So we'll get another stoppage in play here. Just over 5.5 into this first period. Still just 1-0 Novas off of a Crawford breakaway goal. Offensive draw one. Back to the point. McDonald moves it over to Lincoln McDonald, who moves it over. And Crawford looking for a second one. That one-timer just stopped there by Hartland. Rage can't get it out. And there's a big hit there, and that's going to be a penalty against the Rage. Bringing up tonight's first Winmar power play for the Novas as Lewis goes to the box. Fans get ready. It's a Winmar power play. as it will be 4 minutes. Double minor here. I didn't catch the signal, so we're going to have to wait to hear what that's for. Meanwhile, puck's drop. One back by the Rage. Clearing attempt does not work, so McDonald will have it at the point. Alex McDonald moves it down. Shot. Big save. Rebound. Bounce it around. It's goal. Not sure who hit that one in. There's a bunch of bodies in front of the net. As it's Nova's had one on the Winmar power play. It'll be Peoples getting credit for that one. Doubling the lead, making it 2-0. And the power play stays as they score just 13 seconds into it. Meaning that that'll take care of the first 2 minutes. It'll be a 2-minute penalty from here on out. Crawford wins the draw back for the Rage. Carroll has it. Carroll's clearing attempt works. That goes all the way down to the Nova zone. Wilson out to play it. He's just going to leave it there for McMullen behind his net. Chased by McPhee. McMullen with some speed out of his own zone. He just throws it in. Wrapped all the way around. Doesn't get out. Novas will have it by the point. Works down low for Lincoln McDonald. Back to McMullen at the point. Shot from the point. Saved by Hartland. Rebound gets all the way to the blue line. And the Rage are finally able to get it out. They dump it all the way down. Wilson once again out to play behind his own net. McMullen will pick it up. Wait for something to develop. He throws it out wide. Working in. Crawford circles back. Back to McMullen at the point. Over to McDonald. McDonald shot and hit some bodies in front. Ricochets into the corner. Back to McMullen at the point. Oh, his shot. That's paddled away there by Hartland. Crawford. Crawford leaves it for McMullen at the point. His shot again, and that just goes wide. McDonald, one-timer. Saved and held on to by Hartland, and we're going to get a stoppage in play here. They still have yet to announce what that penalty was for. Still waiting to hear about that. Puck's dropped. Sampson with it. Works it back to Alex McDonald. McDonald works it over. Back to Sampson. Puck just bounces over his stick. Sampson. McDonald. McDonald works down. Pass just out of the reach. Sampson's going to pick it up. Fight for it. He's working towards the slot. Sampson circles back. Back to McDonald. McDonald shot. Pad save, and through traffic, that goes into the corner. Sampson picks up the rebound. Back to McDonald. McDonald to Sampson. Sampson working in. Shot! Scores! Hit both posts and went in. Asher Sampson makes it a 3-0 game. As the Novas score twice on the 4-minute kneeing penalty. Lots of bodies in front there. Sampson took advantage. Shot hit, went post, and in. Puck's dropped, one back by the Rage. Carroll in his own end to retrieve it. He's working behind his net. His pass is knocked down. Carroll retrieves the puck. He moves it up to Simon. Simon to White. It's knocked away. Picked up by Dando, though, and he just dumps it in. McDonald in to play it. McDonald chips it up. Carroll keeps it in. Simon. Carroll knocks it free. Crawford picks it up, though. It's just dumped in. White's going to go into the corner looking for it. Puck comes out. Crawford knocks it down. Simon will have it. Simon, pass to the point. Ricocheted in front. No one knew where it was and went into the corner. Rage trying to get some momentum back here. Puck's chipped up. And out of the zone. Retreating back. Dando. Dando works it up. McPhee just dumps it in. Wilson out to play up on his own net. Rage gets some new legs on. McDonnell has it for the Novas. He fires across ice. Duggan. Duggan works to McIsaac in front. McIsaac shot. Big save by Hartland there. And then McIsaac gets hit hard into the boards. Puck goes to the point. Purcell. His shot just ticked wide. Purcell again. Shot. Kicked in front. And that's out into the corner. The puck ricochets around. That goes to the half boards on the near side. McPhee makes a move at his own blue line. He has some speed working into the Nova zone. He's at forced wide, starting pass. Picked off by Purcell. Purcell will throw it off the boards. It will get out, but the Rage pick it up. Fanned on the clearing attempt, but Donaldson will pick it up. Donaldson working in, working towards the middle. His shot just goes wide. Battle for in front. White picks it up. Puck's knocked off his stick. Will go all the way to the neutral zone. Retreating back is Dando. Outlet pass to Donaldson. He just chips it into the zone. There will be no icing. Picked up by the Novas. Sampson has it on his alongside the board. Sampson looking for another. Working in with some speed. Sampson. Asher Sampson moves it back to the point. McDonald. Alex McDonald shot. Hit a stick. Bounces up and almost went up and over the Heartland theirs. It'll be called a high stick as the Novas are the first ones to touch it. We get another stoppage in play here. 4:23 remaining in the first period. 3-0 Novas as they got 2 goals on a 4-minute power play. That's where we stand at this moment. Rage trying to get some momentum back here with some sustained offensive zone time. A shot right off the face-off save. Novus will still have it. Moves to Sampson. Sampson lost an edge. He fell down. He gets up. Puck's knocked off his stick. It'll be chipped right back into the zone. Carroll will have it. Carroll. Pass tipped up. White will have it. White trying to get past McMullen. He can't. McMullen gets the puck to the point, but Carroll keeps it in. Carroll working in. Carroll shot. And it's blocked out in front. What a high quality chance there, but a great defensive effort. Lewis will retreat back. He picks up the puck, throws it all the way down, and that will be an icing against the Rage. On the face-off, we'll go all the way back down to the Rage zone. Big-time block there by McDonald. So there's a great opportunity there for the Rage to get this back within 2 as puck's dropped, face-off won by the Rage. Carroll just throws upon his own net. Shipped up to the point. McDonald will pick it up. McDonald's shot goes well wide. Lincoln McDonald will pick up the puck. He gets hit hard into the boards. Carroll will pick it up. He just chips it up and out. As McDonald will pick it up and just throw it right back in. Foot race for the puck. Lincoln McDonald has it. He works pass out front. Big save there, denying Gillis. So puck's thrown to the boards. Puck's bouncing around. It will get out as it's Crawford. Crawford working into the Nova zone. He just throws it in there. A little contact by Purcell. Puck's thrown to the front, but not in the range of Arsenault there. Puck goes back to the point. Pass to Crawford in front. Crawford shot. Big save by Wilson. He holds on to it. Another chance for the Rage there in the slot, and this time it's Wilson slamming the door shut. Puck drop, this time won by the Novas. McDonald will rim it around for McMullen. McMullen passes it up. Puck knocked off Dyker's stick, back to McMullen. He reverses it, goes behind his own net to McDonald. Pass up for Duggan, just gets past him. That'll go all the way down for an icing into Rage territory. So we'll go right back into the Nova zone as the Rage get a fresh unit on here. 2 minutes and 36 seconds remaining here in the opening period of the game. Face-off won by the Novas. McDonald goes behind the net, passes to McMullen. It's kept in at the point, but eventually comes out. Simon has it for the Rage, working back into his own zone. His pass picked off by McMullen. McMullen will work it into the Rage zone. Just dumps it in. McIsaac will pick it up in the corner. McIsaac. Big hit there by Carroll. Puck's bouncing around alongside the boards. We'll get back to the point. McDonald. McDonald pass to McMullen. Just skips over the blue line. They'll have to retreat. McDonald works it in. Just tosses it in. Simon retreating back for the puck. Lewis will have it. Lewis loses in his feet. He picks up the puck back though. Working behind his own net. Just chip backhands it out of the zone. He'll get to the center ice. McMullen will throw to McDonald. He tries to get up to Dykers. Dykers just chips it in. Carroll and Peoples in a foot race for the puck. Carroll's hit hard into the board. Puck goes out. Austin in the slot. His shot gets knocked away there by Lewis. Austin will pick up the puck. Loses it. Carroll will pick it up in the corner. He throws it up for Simon. Simon working up. He gets to the red line and just shovels it into the zone. Rage getting a fresh unit on here. Getting a change. Puck around the blue line. Sampson working in. He's forced into the boards there by Trudel. So the puck will make its way to the corner of the Rage zone. 1 minute left in the first period. Back to the point. Purcell shot. Stopped in front there by Trudel. Trudel's just going to chip it into the corner. Donaldson will pick it up. He backhands it out to the point. It gets out. Purcell just going to dump it right back in. Trudel has it. Chipped off the boards and Purcell picks it up again. He passes to the Peoples who just turns around and backhands it into the zone. Hartland out to leave it there behind his own net. Working up. McPhee. McPhee has the puck. He just chips it into the Nova zone. McMullen tries to go all the way to Lincoln McDonald. He does. Lincoln has a good chance here. He loses the puck. Regains possession. He gets hit hard into the boards. Work it in, and there's another big hit in open ice. Donaldson making a couple moves. Seconds left in the period. He works in. He fires it from the neutral zone. It's caught by Wilson, and that's how the period's going to end. After 15 minutes of play, Novus 3, Rage nothing. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after a quick break for the second period of play. Both teams are ready for get this second period underway. If you're just joining us, Nova struck early and then added two more on the power play. It was a 4-minute kneeing call. They struck twice. And that's where we are right now. 3-0 after one period of play. Lots of hockey left as we look to get this second period underway. Puck's dropped. One back by the Rage. Dando's going to retreat back to his own zone to pick it up. He fires it around. Gillis gets it though alongside the boards. Battle alongside the boards. Dando throws it back up. White. It's chipped up. McMullen just going to dump it right into the corner. Duggan there to play it. Duggan throws it in front. Gillis just handles it to the side of the net. Goes back to McDonald at the point. Alex McDonald. His shot just gets through. Pad save as Harlan couldn't see where that's going. Duggan from his knees shoots it. That just goes wide. Gillis picks it up as that was an odd sequence there. Gillis shot gets knocked away. Centering pass. Just couldn't handle it. Trudel's trying to fight with them. They're trying to get it out. Gets knocked up. McMullen will have it in his own zone. He works to McDonald. McDonald chips it off the boards. And it's fired in. Rage have it behind their own net. Makes a man miss. Puck still on a stick. He works it up to Donaldson. Donaldson's pass for McPhee. Can't handle it. McDonald will have it in his own zone. McDonald working behind his own net. Pass up to Dykers. Dykers just chips the puck into the neutral zone. Norris giving chase back in his own zone. Rage looking to get some pressure going. Just dumps right back into the zone. Works the puck over. Rage trying to get something going. Pass intended for Donaldson's knocked away. McDonald will pick it up. He goes into his own zone. Chipped alongside the boards. Chipped right back in though, and Frazier will pick it up. Frazier leaves it for Dykers. Puck gets to the point for the Rage. Rage shot. Pad save there by Wilson. Donaldson trying to chip it into the corner. It's not to be as McDonald tries to get it out. It eventually does get out. Some bodies hit the ground there, but the Rage will have it safely in their own zone. Arsenault working up the ice into the Nova zone. He loses the puck. Nova's looking to go the other way. Austin with a full head of steam. Tries to get past Carroll, and he does. Austin, sharp angle shot, hit the side of the net. He picks up his own rebound. Another shot, and that hits the post. Rage looking to settle things down here. Arsenault moves across the ice for Lewis. Lewis just chips it in. Asher Sampson will pick it up in his own zone. Sampson throws on the brakes, chips it up to Austin. Austin will chip it up to Peoples. Peoples looking to get in. He just dumps it in. Carroll giving chase. Puck's up for grabs behind the net. Gets knocked into the corner. Sampson will pick it up. He tries to leave it there. Carroll has other ideas. He knocks the puck away. Puck's knocked away at the blue line. Just dumped right back into the Rage zone. Picked up by Carroll. Lots of ice ahead of him. He's going to skate it right out of the zone. It's taken away from him. So Novas retreat back into their own zone. Crawford with some nice moves there. Gets past one defender, not the second. McIsaac picks it up. He backhands it, and that's held on by Hartland. And there's some pushing and shoving behind the net. That's separated right away. They call it the 50-50, as some lucky fan's going to go home with $90. Puck's drop, one back by the Novas. Turnaround shot. Pad safe by Hartland. He holds on to it again. So we'll do the face-off all over again. It's McIsaac's shot from around the point. Handled with ease there by Hartland. Puck drop, face-off won by the Rage. Pass to Simon, he just chips it into the zone. That will go down for an icing, as we'll go right back into the Rage zone, as we'll do this face-off for the third time in just a couple seconds. Puck drop, won by the Novas. Crawford shielding it, working back. He tries to pass it to McDonald. Picked off by Simon. Simon tried to work it over to McPhee. That's picked off. McDonald knocks it up to McIsaac. McIsaac work it in, forced wide. Puts on the brakes, shot. Pad saved by Hartland. Alex McDonald just chipped that into the corner. Picked up by McIsaac behind the net. McIsaac works it back to McDonald at the point. McDonald, shot. Save, rebound up for grabs. It's covered by Hartland. Pushing and shoving in front of the net. Once again, separated pretty quickly, as both teams will get a new unit on here. Puck drop. This time won by the Rage, trying to get it out. Austin keeps it in. He throws it behind the net for Duggan. Pass in front, knocked away, and then covered by Hartland. Shot from the point. That's saved by Harlan. Rebound comes out. Frazier has it at the point once again. Frazier working in. Shot. Glove saved by Simon. A little early whistle, but he eventually covers it. Nice glove save there by Hartland. Sorry. Apologies on that. Austin. Face-off won by the Rage. Body's hitting the ground there alongside the boards. Pass up. And that's just backhanded into the zone. It gets knocked right back, and White just throws it in. Novas looking to come back up the other way. McMullen has it in his own zone. McMullen to Frazier. Frazier ships it up. Duggan. Duggan to Dykers. Dykers. Toe drag release. Big save there by Hartland. Puck goes behind the net. Duggan will pick it up. Duggan looking for some help. Shields it, throws it to Frazier at the point. Frazier works it to his partner, McMullen. McMullen's shot. Big blocker save there by Hartland. Pass goes out front. Duggan fighting for it. He can't get there. It's just chipped out of the zone. Frazier tries to dump it in. He hits Dykers. It's going to be blown offside as the Novas were trying to change. And that dump attempt just hit one of them. The face-off will just be outside the Rage zone here. Puck's dropped, won by the Novas. Just fired in. Hartland out behind his net to play it. He leaves it for Lewis. Lewis puts on the brakes, tries to reverse it. McDonnell centers it. Shot! That just goes wide. Purcell will pick it up. Purcell shot. Floating in front, knocked down. McPhee picks it up. The Rage are going the other way. He just dumps it in. Foot race between McPhee and McDonald. McDonald wins it. Behind his own net. He just pokes it into the corner. Tries to chip it out. Carroll keep it at the point. His shot. Tipped just wide. Crawford picks it up. Chips it up to Purcell. Knocked off his stick. Carroll will pick it up in his own zone. Bryce Carroll fighting for it in the corner. Rage come out with it. Up to Arsenault. Passed up to Donaldson. Rage move with a little bit of speed now. Puts on the brakes, looking for some help. He makes a huge play there. Carroll has it, tries to center it. Swarm of white jerseys in front of the shot. Big save by Wilson and hangs on to that. So that was a good shift there by the Rage. If they want to get back in this game, they're going to have to string some more of those together here. So they were finally moving with some speed. Finding the open slots on the ice. And putting some pressure on this Novas team. Puck's dropped. One back by the Rage. Tried to dump it in, it's blocked. Back to the point. Shot again from the point, just goes wide. McMullen will pick it up. McMullen behind the net. Working out. Puck's knocked off his stick. He retreats back, picks it up. Pass behind the net. Out of the reach, McDonald go after the boards. Pierce will pick it up. Battle alongside the boards. Goes to the point. Peoples knocks it out, and he's going to go the other way. It's a 3-on-1. Dando getting back. Pass in front. Just couldn't hang on to that. So that was a perfect pass back door. Dando's keeping him up against the wall. Crawford picks it up. Knocked away in front of the net. Harlan's just going to hold on to that one. So there's a lot of pushing and shoving after the whistles here. So the refs tell him to knock it off. As there will be another face-off here in the Rage zone, this time to the right of Hartland. Puck drop, one back by the Novas. Pass over to McMullen. McMullen forced wide. Centering pass, paddled away by Hartland. Pass back to the point. It gets knocked down. Rage look to take it out. Knocked off Crawford's stick. McIsaac just dumps it into the Rage zone. Rage pick it up. Trudel passes over to his partner. Working forwards. Just dumped it in. Well, after he crossed the red line, no icing. Wilson leaves upon his own net. Wrapped around. Dykers. Dykers leaves it up for McIsaac. McIsaac working with a little bit of speed. Puck knocked off his stick. Dykers picks it up, trailing. working his way in. He just throws it behind the net. Be picked up by the Rage. Rage in those nice purple jerseys today. Splash of color. Shifts it up to McPhee. McPhee loses the puck. Puck's up for grabs in the slot. Batting around. McDonnell centers it. It's knocked away. McKaiser will pick it up, throw it to Fraser at the point. Fraser shot. And that's held on to by Hartland. And there will be a cross check coming up here against the Rage. Bringing up another Winmar power play. Fans get ready for the Winmar power play. This will be 2 minutes for Austin Crawford on the cross check. The Novas look to remain perfect on the power play here today. Pass over to McDonald at the point. Alex McDonald back to McMullen. Over to Sampson. Sampson already has one on the power play today. He circles back. Back to McMullen. Over to McDonald. Back to the captain. Here comes Sampson. Sampson gets the puck. He works his way in. Circles back. McMullen to McDonald. The three of them controlling the power play here. Back over to Sampson. Sampson works it down low. Back to Sampson. Back up top to McMullen. McMullen skates in. Elects to pass to McDonald. McDonald has to skate around as there's pressure on him. Back to McMullen. Back to McDonald. Back to McMullen. As McPhee puts some pressure on there. McMullen with it at the blue line. Over to his partner. Pass the far side. Sampson working in. Tries to pass in front. Romart backdoor shot. Big save by Hartland. As he was almost in the full splits there. As Romar tried to pass behind him, back door to Crawford, and he gets denied by a phenomenal save by Hartland, keeping this a 3-goal game. Puck drop, this time won by the Rage. Carroll turns around, fires it. That gets out, as the Novas will have to retreat the first time this power play and set something up. Just over a minute into this power play. Sampson working his way in. Sampson. Backhand pass, and that's tipped just wide by Austin. Puck gets to the point to Fraser. Fraser works it over to McDonald. McDonald, Sampson again. Sampson shot. That's blocked by Lewis. Sampson picks it back up. He works it back to the point. McDonald. He gets forced out of the zone, so they'll have to retreat. Fraser chips it up to Sampson just out of his reach. They'll circle back, pick it up. 25 seconds remaining on this power play. This would be a huge kill here for the Rage as they get their new unit on. Novas with time for one more rush. Working through the neutral zone. Crosses the red line. Working into Sampson. Sampson. Stick handles, passes it back to McDonald. McDonald works in. Shot. Tipped wide. And it's eventually held on to by Hartland. 4 seconds remaining in this power play. Rage standing their ground for the first minute and 50 seconds of this power play, looking to complete the kill here. New unit on for the Novas. Puck drop, one forward, by the Novas. Let's try to clear, and we're back to even strength. Shot. That's bouncing out in front. Hartland made the original save. Puck goes back to the point. Shot. Hartland comes out of his net as there was some little scrum next to the net. Hartland stands tall, keeps this 3-0. Big kill there if you're a Rage fan. Trying to get momentum back on your side here, just over halfway through the second period. And that would do it. Now looking to capitalize it on the other end. Face off to the right of Hartland. One back by the Novas. McDonald will just dump it into the corner, and he gets hit hard by Price into the boards. For McDonald, back to McDonald. Shot gets through the crowd in front, and Hartland with another great save. Face-off will be to the right of Heartland once again. Puck drop. Won by the Novas, was picked up by the Rage. Price working his way up. He moves it to Arsenault. Arsenault trying to get it in. He can't get past the defender. Eventually does. Puck's in the corner. McDonald pick it up. Going behind his own net. McDonald. Working up center ice. He drops it off, and that will be an offside. Peoples got a little too excited there at the blue line. Step about a foot offside, so that'll get another stoppage in play. The face-off will come just outside of the Rage zone. Puck drop, one back by the Rage. Clearing attempt, knocked down by Link McDonald. He picks it up. It's knocked off his stick by McPhee. McPhee loses the puck. Romard centering pass, that's knocked away in front. Rage looking to get it out. Puck hits the ref and it's centered. No one there though as the Rage finally pick up the puck. It's McPhee. Sorry, it's Donaldson. Donaldson loses the puck at the Novus blue line. Gets to the McPhee in front though. Bad save by Wilson. Crawford picks it up. Crawford tries to dump it up for Romard. Way of his reach. Foot race for it. Lewis wins that. He'll have the puck in his own zone. He reverses. Trying to get it up. Romard wins the puck back though. Rage take the puck. Looking to get out of their own zone. McPhee. McPhee up to Lewis. And he's offside. That'll get us another stoppage in play. Face off just outside the Nova zone. 7:52 remaining in this second period of action. Still 3-0 Novas. That score has not changed yet. Thus far in the second. Still a lot of hockey to be played. Puck won by the Rage. Up to Simon. Simon moves to Baldwin. Baldwin just loses the puck. Carroll keeps it in. Carroll just throws it into the corner. McMullen moves it over to McDonald. McDonald up to Austin. That's knocked back in by Lewis. And that's chipped up and over. And they say it hits the glass before it goes out of play, so it'll just be a face-off in the Nova zone. Tied up. Peoples kicks it back. McMullen throws it around for Sampson. Sampson can't handle the puck. Carroll knocks it back in. Chip back to the point. Baldwin knocks it back in. Chipped up for Baldwin. He can't control it as there's a flurry of white jerseys around him. McDonald will have it in his own corner. He chips it up and over everybody's head, and that'll go all the way down. Lewis will pick it up in his own zone. Chased by Peoples. Lewis behind his own net. Gets it up for Simon. Simon tries to chip it out of the zone. Can't get out, but Austin will pick it up. He takes it out of the zone. Pass to McDonald. McDonald chips it up the boards. Sampson digging for it. Peoples will be the one that takes it though. And it gets chipped all the way back into the neutral zone. Simon giving chase for it. McDonald picks it up for the Novas. He passes it to Sampson. Sampson working with some speed. He's working in. Sampson, Asher Sampson, puck knocked off his stick. McIsaac there to pick it up. His shot hits some shin pads up and over. That'll be a stoppage in play. .6:30 remaining here in the second period. Both teams looking to scratch something across here in this second. Puck's drop, won by the Rage, and that's just chipped all the way down to the Nova zone, just wide of the net, so that'll be an icing. And we'll do that face-off all over again, just 6 seconds later. It's a great strategy if you're trying to kill time. Unfortunately, that is not what the Rage are looking to do here. As puck's drop. Novas have it. McDonnell shot in front. Big save by Heartland. It goes into the corner. They'll pick up the puck in the corner. Battle for it. Rage look to get it out. Frazier stops it along the corner. Big save by Hartland. Rebound. Gets knocked out to the point. Shot from the point. Tip just wide. McIsaac will pick it up in the corner. McIsaac. He loses the puck. Scrum for it behind the net. Looks like Duggan will come out with it. His passing attempt knocked down. McPhee will have the puck alongside the boards. Puck's knocked off his stick. There's a penalty. This time coming towards the Novas. Head contact on Duggan, it appears to be. Bringing up our first DeCosta Electrical and Ventilation penalty kill of the evening. DeCosta Electrical and Ventilation keeping things running smoothly, just like the Novas on the penalty kill. Big opportunity here for the Rage, looking to get something across with just under 6 minutes left in this second period. Looking to go into the intermission. Down a little less as Lewis picks up the puck at the point. Quarterback in the power play. He works it over. Shot. Blocked in front. Rebound. Shot. They wave it off. They called a kicking motion. Much to the dismay of the Rage fans. As the ref talks to the refs talk to the scorekeeper, and that's exactly what it is. Puck was up front. Not sure. It was a deliberate kicking motion, but kicking motion nonetheless. Face-off will come outside of the zone, and the Rage, were that close to getting back within 2 here. Just 11 seconds into the power play. Puck's dropped. One back by the Rage. Carroll will have it. He's working up. Carroll works into the zone, looking to get things started. Isaac takes the puck off his stick, goes back out. Lewis gives it to White. White passes it through McIsaac, skates for Carroll. Carroll works it up. Pass intercepted. McMullen going the other way. McMullen hit hard into the boards by Carroll there. As the puck will go the other way. Picked up by White. White working with some speed. White leaves it for Lewis at the blue line. Lewis just keeps it in. Makes a man miss. Lewis work it in. Shot. Scores! As some bodies hit the ground in the celebration. But power play goal for the Rage. They're back within 2. Rage strike on the power play. It's 3-1. That was all Charlie Lewis there. He kept the puck in. He made a couple moves and eventually buried it from the high slot. Just beat Wilson in the 5-hole. So Novas pick up the puck, look to go back and get one of their own. As the puck's chipped into the zone. Crawford retreats back to pick it up for the Novas. He does. He tries to get it up the boards, but it's picked up, dumped down. Frazier keeps it in. His pass for Crawford just out of the reach. Lincoln McDonald picks it up. Throws it back to the point. Shot. Pad save. Crawford picks it up. Purcell. Shot. Big save. White and Carroll get an assist on that goal. The Rage have it in the zone. Back door. Shot. Hits the side of the net. And from up here, saw the net move. Thought it might be another quick one with 4 minutes remaining. Puck alongside the boards there. Noah's picking it up. Frazier looking to get it out, and he does. Puck's chipped up. Crawford makes a move at the blue line. Can't get the puck with him, though, as Pierce just dumps it up. Lincoln McDonald has it. He's working it up. Puck goes into the zone. Hartland there to play it. He leaves it for Trudel. Trudel misses the puck. He'll have to retreat back for it and just throw it behind his own net. Dando tries to chip it up. Arsenault try to wait for the puck, but it dumped right back in. Austin has it in the corner. Austin back to Sampson. Asher Sampson try to go back door. There's a couple Rage players there to knock that away. Rage looking to go the other way. They just chip it in the neutral zone. McDonald chips it up for Austin. Austin works in. Nice toe drag in the release. The shot just goes just wide. Just trying to go the other way of the Rage. Centering pass. Stop. Shot. Big save by Wilson. Rebound. Knocked into the corner. Nova's trying to get it up. Gets past Donaldson. Tipped around. It's up for grabs in the neutral zone. Gets dumped right back in. McDonald throws it up. Sampson makes a move. Makes another move and makes a defender fall down, but McPhee intercepts the pass. McPhee going the other way. 2:30 remaining in this period. Donaldson gets it in the corner. Donaldson center and pass. And that's taken away or knocked away by Sampson. There's McPhee will have the puck behind the net. It's taken away from him. It's chipped out. Takes a weird hop, but the Novas play it. Knocked off his stick. Chipped into the Nova zone. McDonald retreats back to get it as the Rage get a change. McDonald up for Sampson. White knocks it back into the zone. Carroll keeps it in. He just turns around and knocks it right back in the zone. Nova's looking to get the puck out as the Rage have found some new life. McIsaac working his way in. McIsaac tries to make a move. That puck's knocked away by Carroll. Simon picks it up. Simon working through. Crosses the blue line. Simon gets the puck off his stick. Carroll keeps it in the blue line. He tries to knock it in. 3 Nova defenders think otherwise. McIsaac will pick up the puck. It's a 2-on-1. Oh, backdoor just fanned on. That was a prime scoring opportunity. Carroll tries to get it out. Fraser keeps it at the blue line. And there's a big open ice hit by Simon on Fraser. Puck stumped right back in. Rage picking up the puck. Lewis to Carroll. Carroll gets it out of the zone. Makes a move. And a man missed. And then big reverse hit on Austin. Simon and Carroll laying the bodies. 1 minute remaining. Nova's looking for another one. Shot just saved and went wide by Hartland there. So the Novas are now the ones laying the body in the corner. Pass up to Austin. Austin leaves it for McDonald. McDonald shot. Hit a stick. Bouncing up. A couple people take a swing at it. Shot. Hits another stick up and out with 37 seconds remaining. Both teams here in the last 4 minutes playing some fast-paced hockey. Both teams laying the body too. This period's not over yet, but the last couple minutes have set up an excellent finish here in the third period. Novas have an opportunity to get one before the intermission, though. The Rage win the face-off, though. They get it out. McDonald picks it up. Pierce on him. He dumps it up for Duggan, and that will be an offside, as McDonald just couldn't get back onside in time. So face-off will go just outside the Nova zone. 28 seconds remaining. Puck drop, one back by the Novas. McDonald moves it over to McDonald. Pass back to Alex McDonald. He's just skating around in his own zone. Partner pass to McDonald. One more pass to McDonald. He throws it up. Crawford chips it in. Dando will retreat back. He picks it up. He just dumps it out. Crawford picks it up in the neutral zone. Throws it back to McDonald. And that's how the second period will end. We've played 2 periods. It's 3-1 Novas. Don't go anywhere. We're just going to step away for a quick intermission. And then there will be a big third period to finish this off. We'll be right back.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple.
Welcome back into the Anagas Arena as we're just about to get underway here for the third period of action. If you're just joining us, once again, thank you. My name is Ryan McDonald. On behalf of all of 5 Button Sports, I'd like to thank you for choosing to spend your Saturday evening with us. This is where we stand. It's 3-1 Novas. All 3 Novas goals coming for them in the first period as I scored 2 on a 4-minute power play courtesy of a kneeing call. We went into the second period at 3-0, but it was Charlie Lewis getting the Rage on the board on the power play, and that's where we stand right now, 3-1, 20 minutes left to play, and it should be a good 20 minutes. Hartland standing on his head thus far for the Rage, and that's why the score is at where it's at. Nova's looking to get a couple across here in the third. Solidify what has been an unreal home ice advantage thus far in the season. Both teams making some noise. McIsaac will skate in, take the face-off draw against Crawford. McIsaac wins it back. McDonald will pick it up in his own zone. McDonald, Pierce giving chase, dumps it off. Crawford chips it up. So there's a broken stick on the ice already, as that will go down for an icing. As very quickly we'll be back down in the Nova zone. Face-off, won again by McIsaac. McMullen will have it in his corner. He's working up across the boards. He throws up to Crawford. Crawford chips it in. Carroll giving chase, and that's another icing, and we'll do that all over again. Puck's dropped, won again by, was this time the Rage pick it up though and throw it to the blue line. Carroll just tries to get it in deep. It's taken by the Novas, working around center ice as McIsaac just throws it, paddled into the corner by Hartland. Pierce picks it up. Pierce try to get it out. McDonald keeps it in at the point. He throws it cross ice to Lincoln McDonald. Lincoln McDonald shot just went wide. Matter of inches there. McDonald has it at the point to McMullen. McMullen's shot tipped away in front. McIsaac tried to knock that in. He just couldn't make contact. Pierce will have it coming up the neutral zone. He chips it in. Wilson leaves it there behind his own net. McMullen makes a man miss. Throws it up to Crawford. New unit on here for the Rage. As it's chipped around in the neutral zone. Lincoln McDonald's just going to throw it into the Rage zone. Hartland's going to leave it behind the net. Rage waiting for the play to develop. Works it up. Norris throws it up, hits a couple skates, bounces in the corner, no ice, and Frazier back there to play it for the Novas. Pass intercepted by White, but there's a flurry of white jerseys around there, knocking the puck away. Puck's up for grabs in the corner. Try to throw it back to Norris, but it's intercepted by Asher Sampson. Sampson working into the Nova zone. He leaves it for Peoples. Peoples driving towards the net. His short angle shot gets knocked away. Simon will pick up the puck. Frazier keeps it in. His shot saved by Hartland, and it's held on to. So we'll get a stoppage in play. Puck dropped, one back by the Rage. They're going to take it out the other way. Dando moves it. Donaldson tries to go back to Dando, but intercepted. Rage still have the puck though as they win it back. Battle for it in the corner. 3 Novas, 1 Rage player involved in that. Novas win that, throw it around McDonald. McDonald trying to get it out. He's hit as he tries to. McPhee will have it alongside the boards. He's held up there. There's a battle for it. Mr. Ref yelling to move it. It's thrown around. Frazier will have it in the corner. He chips a pass. Dando. And it's thrown up for Sampson. Duggan. Hartland flying out of his net. Big poke check. Gets back. Makes a save. Another good save. And it's blown dead. Duggan had a great opportunity there. Hartland came flying out of his net. Flying poke check, it looked like, and then got back into his net to make the save as the net came off. Happens a lot here in the arena. New unit on for the Novas. So we're still at 3-1 here, even though Duggan had a high quality opportunity there. Hartland slamming the door shot. Rage win the face-off, throw it out. It gets out, so Donaldson will play it, and they'll be offside as Crawford didn't realize that the puck got out as he went to play it. The face-off is going to go all the way down just outside the Nova zone here. Actually, it's going to go all the way down into the Nova zone. Puck's dropped, one back by the Rage. Tries to get it to the point. Donaldson's just going to turn around, throw it in. McPhee picks it up. He tries to center it. Fans on it. Picked up by the Novas. McPhee makes a play in the corner, but stripped by McDonald. McDonald's going to throw it up to Dykers. Dykers just chips it out. Trudell's going to have to go for a skate. Gillis, Trudell, and Trudell wins the foot race. It is an icing. So we're going to go back down into the Nova zone. New unit out for the Rage. Puck drop, one back by the Novas. McDonald tries to get it out, not to be. Rage center and pass. Baldwin shot, backhand shot, save. Another save, shot, score! No. The net moved. Puck did not go in. I may have jumped the gun on that one. A lot of bodies, hands went up as they did, as if they scored. As Carroll threw that on net, it looked like it might have trickled in. It did not. Apologies on that. The net did move and someone threw their hands up. There's only so much I could see up here. Novas win the draw. And we were that close to having a one-goal game as Sampson's going the other way. Sampson working in. Makes a nice move. Austin picks up the puck. Austin throws it back to the point. Frazier. Frazier shoots. Hartland. Big save. Carroll knocks it towards the boards. Austin picks it up. Austin working his way in. Behind the net. Centering pass. McMullen's shot hits some shin pads. Trickle towards the net and Hartland dove out. Covered the puck. Stoppage and play. That could have been disastrous there for the Rage. They almost had to go on one end and then went the other way and almost gave up one. A lot of life both in these two teams here as this has turned into a battle. Puck's drop. McMullen has it at the point. Shot, hit a stick. It's going to be corralled by the Rage. Sampson working hard on the forecheck. He has the puck. He's held up against the wall. He comes out with it. Asher Sampson dumps it off to Austin. Austin throws it back to Frazier at the blue line. Throws it over to McMullen. Just outside of one-timer reach. His shot's blocked. Austin tries to center it. Crawford picks it up for the Rage. Crawford working in. Crawford back. Shot. Big save. Rebound. Just couldn't hang on to it as Arsenault. He throws it back. Norris has it. He just dumps it right back in around the net. Frazier's going to pick it up on the far side. He chips up to Austin before taking a hit. Clearing attempt hits people's skates, goes back into the zone, but eventually gets out. Rage have it around their own blue line. Working up. That's taken away. Sampson falling to the ice. Just knocks it over. And that's going to be dumped in. That took a weird bounce, but nonetheless, it's safely behind the Rage net. Rage will have to pick it up. Lincoln McDonald on the forecheck. Rage looking to break it out. Pass to White, a little too hard for him. Pierce can't hang on to it. Gets knocked into the zone. Offside warning. Rage looking to make something happen. Centering pass intercepted by Lincoln McDonald. He had one man to beat. He tried to make a move and just knocked off his stick as he's going to be taken down in the corner. Novas still have it. Duggan behind the net. Moves it to Crawford. Crawford throws it back to McDonald at the point. McDonald shot. Tipped and then saved in front of the net. Big save by Hartland there as the Novas. A lot of pressure. Centering pass to Lincoln McDonald off his stick. Purcell pick it up at the point. Shot goes well wide. Crawford though. This is a great offensive zone possession here by the Novas. Centering pass. Big save. Another big save. Hartland slamming that door shot. Rage desperately trying to get it out. They do, but Purcell just keeps it in. Well, sorry, knocked it down at center and just dumps it right back in. Norris will pick it up for the Rage behind the net. Getting some new skaters on for the Rage, but this defensive pairing has been on for a while. Norris tries to get it out. Lincoln McDonald keeps it in. McDonald hit up against the boards by Norris. White will have it. White backhands it out. That's going to go down to the Nova zone for an icing. And this tired defensive pairing can't get off the ice for the Rage. Nova's looking to take advantage of that right here. Puck drop, chipped out by the Rage. White giving chase. McMullen's going to win that foot race. Can't get it out though. It goes back to McDonald. McDonald looking to get it out. He does. Dykers. Pass just out of the reach of him. Trudeau will pick it up. He tries to throw it to Dando. Dando's just going to knock it out. That was a dangerous pass in front of the net. McIsaac will pick it up though. McIsaac backhanded shot. Blocked away by Hartland. Simon clears it. And it's just dumped right back in. Hartland there. Plays it. Leaves it for Dando. Dando reverses. Throws it back for Simon. Simon chips it off the boards. Giving chase. Bodies hit the ground there. Dykers picks up the puck around center line. He throws it back for McMullen. He can't handle it. He'll have to retreat back to pick it up. Throws it on his net. McDonald. Dykers. Dykers off the boards. Can't get it out. It's thrown right back in. Delayed penalty. And that's blown down. It's going to go against the Rage. Looks like Simon's going to go to the box for a charge. He's asking the refs what was that for. I also missed that. It was away from the play. So, bring it up a Windmeyer power play. Fans get ready. It's another Windmeyer power play here for the Novas. They struck twice on the first one, 4 minutes. Didn't strike on the second. Looking to do it again on the third as that puck's cleared way back. Wilson leaves it for McMullen. McMullen let the play develop. He throws it up. Crawford. Crawford leaves it to McMullen. McMullen over to McDonald. McDonald working in. His shot just goes wide. And now will reach all the way down to the Nova zone. Wilson to play it. Leaves it for McMullen again. McMullen behind his own net. Looking for an outlet pass. Goes past just about everybody all the way down. Loose giving chase. And that will be an icing against the Novas. Minute 16 remaining in the penalty. 11:59 remaining in this third period. Puck drop. One back by the Novas. McMullen will pick it up. This could be a big momentum shift for either team. The Novas have been laying it on here as Crawford works wide. Forced wide by Carroll behind the net. Two of them battling for it. Puck comes back. McDonald at the point. McDonald over McMullen. McMullen fakes the shot, turns around, shot. Hits some bodies off to the side. Lewis fighting for it. He gets taken down hard into the corner. Lincoln McDonald will pick up the puck. He gets knocked down. Puck's up for grabs alongside the wall. It's just knocked back in. Crawford will pick it up. He leaves it for McMullen at the point. Back to Crawford. Crawford working in. Cross ice to McDonald. McDonald shot. Scores! He does it on the power play. And the Novas make that penalty hurt as they make it 4-1. Here just about halfway through the third period. Puck's dropped, just one back by the Rage. Chipped up to White. White loses the puck. Sampson picks it up. Asher Sampson working in wide. Shot just goes well wide, actually. Austin picks it up. Austin fighting for it in the corner. Pinned up against the corner. Reed McDonald getting that goal. White has the puck. White just chips it up. Wilson is going to hold on to it and get a whistle. McMullen and Crawford the assists on that one. Face-off will be to the left of Wilson here. Puck dropped, won by the Novas. Foul for it behind the net. Couple bodies on the ground. Novas come out with the puck. Chipped up. Norris looked to keep it in. He can't. Sampson, Asher Sampson working in. It's a 2-on-1. Asher Sampson shot, scores! And just like that, it's 5-1. So Asher Sampson gets his second of the day. Two very quick goals there, just around a minute in between of them. And it's a very different hockey game now. 5-1 Novas. That's the puck chipped up. McMullen will pick up the puck. He turns around, fires it to Gillis. Gillis just chips it up to center ice. Be picked up by the Rage. Dykers takes the puck from Trudel. He's centering pass, shot by and saved by Hartland. In the corner, Gillis will pick it up. Gillis throws it out to McDonald. McDonald throws it to McMullen. McMullen works in, shot. Saved by Hartland, and he holds on to it to get the stoppage in play. Puck drop, this time won by the Rage. Dando throws it up the boards for Pierce. Pierce over to Arsenault. Arsenault gets the puck knocked off his stick by McMullen. McMullen tries to chip it up. Crawford keeps it in. Arsenault tries to backhand it. The puck gets knocked in front of the net. McDonald corral that. He'll throw that up. Duggan knocks it up to McMullen. To Dykers, sorry. Dykers tries to get it to Gillis. Puck's knocked around. Arsenault tries to chip it out. Duggan had a shot opportunity. It's knocked away by Dando. Crawford's going to go the other way. Crawford just throws it in. And that will be held onto by Wilson. Pushing, shoving after the whistle. Nothing major. Another stoppage in play. 9:26 remaining here in the third period. 2 goals here by the Novas after not scoring in the second has given them a comfortable 4-goal lead. Puck's drop, won by the Novas. McDonald working up. He passes it to Lincoln McDonald. Lincoln McDonald working. Puck's knocked off his stick by Carroll. Carroll's going into the corner. He moves it up. McDonald saves it at the blue line. His shot went wide. Alex McDonald picked it up at blue line. Throws back to Reen. Crawford, one-timer tipped in front, and it goes in. Looked like it might have went off Carroll and up and over Hartland. As Crawford gets one here. And it's 6-1. Draw one by the Rage. But the Novas get the puck and they just dump it in. Lewis giving chase. Lewis with the puck. Gets it out of the zone and then just knocked right back in. Carroll picks it up. Carroll gonna go for a skate behind his own net. Makes a move. He still has the puck. Carroll working past the center line. He chips it into the zone. Wilson to play upon his own net. He turns around, fires it over. It's chipped up. Duggan. Pass intended there for Gillis, knocked away by Carroll. Gillis eventually picks the puck back up, throws it back in. Lewis picks it up. Pass over to Carroll. He can't handle the pass. Gillis picks up the puck. Carroll knocks the puck off his stick. Duggan takes it. Shot goes wide. Rebound knocked away. Second attempt. Lewis picks up the puck. Lewis working up. He already has one today. He dumps it in. Takes a hop right to Wilson. Wilson leaves it there for McDonald. Reed McDonald. He throws it up for Sampson, just out of the reach of him. That's going to go for an icing with 7:50 remaining here in the third period. Sorry about that. Some camera difficulties there. The camera almost took a tumble. Puck drop. One by the Novas. They're going to go the other way. Sampson. Forced wide by Norris. Sampson cutting towards the net. His shot. Set aside by Hartland. Norris turns around. Fires upon the net. Try to reverse. Peoples is there. Sampson has the puck in the corner. He's trying to work out of the corner. He gets hit into the boards. McPhee will have it stick landing in his own end. McPhee, turn around, waiting for something to develop. He tries to get it out. Peoples will pick up the puck. He goes cross ice to McDonald. Alex McDonald just dumps it in. Norris will let his partner pick up the puck. It's chipped up and over. McDonald. And giving chase, that'll be an icing. And we'll go back down to the Rage zone. So there's just under 7 minutes remaining here in the third period. Great all-around effort by the Novas here today. The Rage made it tight there in the second. McPhee picks up the puck. He's going to go into the zone. That's not an offside. McPhee dumps it in. Wilson handles that. He holds on to it. And the Rage will be able to get some fresh legs on after that icing. Hartland making a ton of saves thus far for the Rage. He kept them in this game for the majority of it. Puck's dropped. Rage dump it into the corner. Frazier giving chase. He dumps it, tries to chip it up for McDonnell. Will be knocked down by Crawford. Crawford centering pass. Pierce just can't put it home. Dando will have the puck. He's working towards the slot. Dando. Puck's knocked off his stick. Duggan's going to go the other way. Duggan tries to leave it for McDonnell. He picks it up. McDonnell just dumps it in. And that's going to be held onto by Hartland for a stoppage and play. So the face-off's just going to go to the left of him there. Puck drop. McMullen has the point at the shot. Saved by Hartland. As McMullen's shot from the point made its way through traffic, but Hartland tracked it the entire time, making the save. So we're going to do this face-off again. McIsaac versus Crawford. McIsaac wins it again. Pass over to Frazier. Just wide. Frazier dumps it in. McIsaac will pick it up. Crawford on him. He works it back to Frazier. Throws out in front, just goes wide. Crawford to the side of the net. His shot just went high as he had an open cage there. Be picked up by Crawford for the Rage. Working his way up with some speed. He gets out of his own zone, but it's taken away from him. Dando will pick up the loose puck. He tries to dump it in, just gets out. Waiting for Arsenault to come back on side. Dando just lets dump it in. McMullen behind his own net. He gets hit hard into the boards. Gillis will try to chip it up for Frazier. Eventually makes its way to him. Frazier looking. His pass knocked away by Dando. And Arsenault's going to pick it up. They're going to go the other way. Arsenault shot. Blocked into the corner. Sampson's going to pick it up. Asher Sampson has two already. Throws it back behind the net. McDonald. Throws it up the boards for Crawford. Crawford gets a pass to Lewis. McIsaac will have him. McIsaac's pass for Sampson knocked away by Carroll. Rage going the other way, and that's blown offside with 4:57 remaining in the third. Face-off won by the Rage. Carroll's just going to dump it into the zone. Wilson out there behind it, played his own net. His pass knocked away by a Rage player, but it's corralled to safety, and Austin picks it up. Balfour alongside the boards. Lewis just dumps it right back in behind the net. Going back is McDonald. He throws it up. And it's going to go all the way down. They say it was deflected, so no icing. Lewis corrals it behind his own net. He throws it back behind Carroll. Carroll pick it up. His pass for McPhee knocked away and dumped right back in. Lewis behind his own net again. Lewis working his way up. His cross ice pass for McPhee just goes wide. McDonald picks it up in his own zone. He tries to chip it out. Carroll keeps it in. Carroll's shot. And that's held by Wilson for a stoppage in play. Puck's dropped, back to Carroll. Carroll shot, looking for a tip, but a pad save by Wilson. Puck's up for grabs, bouncing by the side of the net. Knocked over to Simon. Simon goes back to Lewis at the point. Lewis, the lone goal scorer so far. Shot. Big save by Wilson. Puck's bouncing around in the corner. Back to Carroll. Carroll working in. Shot. Hit a stick and went high. Two good chances there from the point. Both turned away. 3:44 remaining. Both teams getting some fresh legs on the ice. Puck drop won by the Rage. Centering pass well wide. It goes behind the net. McIsaac has it. McIsaac up to Gillis. Gillis working in. It's a one-on-one with Norris. He tried to make a move. Puck was a little wide. He picks it up, tries to get it to McIsaac. McIsaac loses it alongside the boards. Battle for it up in the neutral zone. McMullen chips it up to Gillis. Gillis tries to throw it up. It's knocked away. Eventually just gets dumped into the Rage zone. Norris retreating back to pick that up. Retreats back, reverses, goes back behind his own net. Centering pass, outlet pass. Hits McDonald, skates, so it's back behind the net again. Novas will have the puck. McDonald. Frazier shot. Gloved and held onto by Hartland. 2:51 remaining in this game. Face-off, one forwards by Sampson. Schroeder will pick up that puck. Austin picks it up. Centering pass knocked away and goes into the side of the net. Austin still with it. Throws it back to McDonald at the point. McDonald, shot, goes wide. He has one already today. Fraser picks up the puck. He throws it on net. Dando makes the block. That'll be picked up by the Rage. Looking to get it out. Held by Fraser. Shot, knocked down by Dando. Dando's going to go the other way. Makes a move. Still with it in the corner. Centering pass. Shot. Big save. Or I think it might have been blocked. Puck's up for grabs in front of the net. Rage desperately trying to whack that home, but it comes out to the neutral zone. Dando's just going to throw it into the zone. Fraser off the glass, doesn't get out. Carroll makes the stop. Carroll's shot goes wide. That's going to be picked up by Sampson. Sampson knocked down at the blue line. Puck's up for grabs. Carroll's going to knock it back to Lewis in his own zone. Just under 2 minutes remaining here in the third period. Throws up. Lewis throws it up. McDonald knocks it away. Carroll knocks the puck back. Peoples throws it to Lincoln McDonald. Puck's bouncing back and forth between these two teams here late in the third period. Out in front, shot, big save, rebound. Another big save by Heartland. Puck's bouncing around in the front and eventually finds the back of the net. So the puck was just bouncing around everywhere. Carroll was without a stick. He was sprawled out trying to play goalie there as Heartland was out of the net. And it's 7-1 late here. As that puck just kept bouncing around. Eventually found the back of the net. I'm not sure who got credit for that one. So it's 7-1 here late. Puck's dropped. Wadden back by the Rage. They chip it up. It's taken by McMullen. McMullen gets it past Arsenault. He has it in his own zone, throws it back. It'll go all the way to McDonald. McDonald throws it back for Crawford. Crawford has it behind his own net. Reverses. Chips it out of the zone. It gets out. 1 minute to play. Gillis working in. He breaks into the Rage zone. It's knocked out of his reach. Peoples getting the credit for the goal. Duggan and McDonald and Lincoln McDonald, on the assist as Crawford walks the line at the blue line and is eventually dumped in by Alex McDonald. Dyker's giving chase. He's going to get the puck in the corner. He's hit into the boards. Crawford picks it up for the Rage. 30 seconds remaining as the Novas are going to once again defend their home ices. Arsenault comes in with a little bit of speed. Arsenault taken down as the Novas improve on their record here. There are only 2 losses coming in overtime as net comes off. As there will be a whistle with 13 seconds left. Oh, sorry. 4 goals for the Novas here in the third period. As if the 13 seconds, if it's going to stand, it's going to be a 7-1 victory. And actually, we have a penalty here for Crawford against the Rage. Bringing up the Winmar power play. With 13 seconds left. Looks like it might be a roughing call there after the whistle. So he'll go in for the next 13 seconds. Puck shot and saved by Heartland. 9.5 remaining in the game. Fans, get ready. It's another Winmar power play. Novas striking 3 times on the power play today as that's dumped all the way down to Wilson, and he's just going to let that in front of him. And that's how this one is going to end. Final score from the Antigonish Arena. The hometown Nova 7, the visiting Harbour Rage 1. As both teams make their way to center ice for the handshake line, one of the best things in all sports. I'd like to thank you on behalf of all of High Button Sports. My name's Ron McDonald. Thank you for joining us this evening. And hopefully you could join us tomorrow morning as the Novas play again at 11:30. Thank you again for choosing to spend your evening with us.